Back here in the studio this morning, in this economy, just getting a job interview can be tough enough. But once you get that interview, how do you stand out above the rest? Well, joining us this morning is Lida360, and she is a personal branding specialist with more on how to make yourself stand out. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Christine.
I think it's tough because you feel like, well, what can I say about myself without sounding too arrogant?
Right.
But you're talking about personal branding here. What exactly is that?
You know, a way to think about a personal brand is it's a way of managing your reputation.
Okay.
So you could call it reputation management, how you define what you want other people to feel about you and think about you. So that's where, especially in a job search, it's important to take ownership of that responsibility, to be proactive on how people will perceive you.
I feel like in this day and age, especially with all the multitasking, I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. It's the same in the news business too. You're taking on more and more job responsibilities. So how do you brand so specifically without being too broad and vague?
You know, I think the ownership comes back again to the person and being authentic and saying, how do I want other people to perceive me? What is my value proposition? Have I lived according to that value proposition? And then what does that mean in the workplace? Do I bring my values and my personality or my unique skills to the job? And that's what's going to make me stand out amongst a sea of resumes.
Some of the things you mentioned, maximizing your value, reputation management we're seeing on the screen right there. How do you start this? I mean, is there anything what are the basic steps to personal branding?
Well, and I've outlined those in my book, Reputation 360, but it really starts with owning who you are today, because we can't turn the clock back. We can't go back to what we've done before, so we have to start with today. What is my reputation? What do people feel about me and think about me? And then, who's your target audience? Who do you need to be relevant and compelling to? And that's not everybody. So those employers, those hiring managers, those people that you really enjoy working with, what do they need to understand about you? And then design a strategy. And it's going to affect everything from social media to your image, to the way you communicate in your body language, to the way that you write and you message online and in person.
I always talk about this. If you get that interview, you should practice with a friend or somebody in your family who's honest with you to kind of go through that interview process, because how you perceive and how you perceive yourself can be completely different.
Completely different. And getting feedback is actually a gift. You know, it's tough to take feedback, especially if you're in a frustrated situation where you've been applying, but you need to know what needs to change. So someone who can give you a critical evaluation and say, you know, you're doing this with your hands, or you're not dressing the part, or perhaps your resume doesn't really reflect who you are. And I see that a lot. People will sterilize a resume, but then you meet them and they're these wonderfully vibrant, colorful people that bring so much more to the job than just a list of what they've done in the past.
Finding what makes you stand out and putting those key things in your resume. You have a workshop coming up real quickly. Can you give us the details on that?
Sure. Next Friday, the 25th, here in Cherry Creek, starting at 7:30, we're going to have a workshop to teach somebody how to go start from finish, building your personal brand and marketing yourself. Registration and information is on Lida360.com/powerup.
And we will have that link on our website in case you didn't get a chance to get that. You still have time to sign up. Go to our website, thedenverchannel.com, and click on that red TV button. Thank you so much for coming here. It was nice to meet you.
Thank you.